Okay. Can you hear me well?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Thank you, Jason, for confirming. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining to this exam preparation. De todo corazón les quiero pedir disculpas porque a mí se me olvidó que era festivo en Colombia. Ah, pero agradezco que estén acá conectados conmigo a estas horas de la tarde. Thank you very much. So yeah, what we are going to do today is that we are going to practice our speaking. So today we are going to speak a lot. Um, we are going to speak about different topics, mostly about our personal opinion, personal experience, and we will pretty much be doing is like describing the scenarios or describing people. So yeah, okay. I know I'm sorry, Jason, and I'm sorry, Laura, for keep asking you this. But we have to introduce ourselves again, even though that I already know you guys. But I don't know, Carlos. Carlos, very nice to meet you. My name is Sofia Moreno. I am 27 years old. I live in Washington, D.C. And yeah, I've been here for almost 3 years. What about you? I want to know more about you. Can you please introduce yourself?
Okay, sure, miss. My name is Carlos Emiro Tovar. I'm military retired. This year I turned on 20 years in the Colombian Army, and I stay here in my home. I'm 38 years old. In this moment, I'm, I'm studying bachelor degree with emphasis on English in United University. I think it's all. I'm married. I have a three child, and it's a pleasure for me that speaking that you speak English so good, and it's all.
Thank you very much. Very nice to meet you. And hopefully today you will get better in your speaking skill. Now, Jason and Laura, how are you guys doing? What did you guys did today? I saw you in the morning, but I just wanted to know, like, have you eaten lunch? What have you been doing?
Teacher, in my case, I would say that it has been, well, everything is doing great. I'm doing some homework that I have for the courses at UNID. It has been really challenging because, to be honest with you, I feel some pain on my back. When I stay in front of the computer, I feel that pain a lot, and I need to be lying on the floor in order to reduce that pain. But I know that this effort is going to be paid off. But I'm also really excited to be here with you because I find it as a wonderful opportunity to speak and practice my English. And I'm really happy to be here. I know that I will learn a lot with you.
Thank you very much, Laura. I hope you feel better. Sometimes I get those pains in my back too, and it's very annoying. So I'm sorry, but I hope you feel better. You can do some stretch and maybe take some medicine if you need it. But yeah, thank you very much for sharing that, Jason.
Hello there. My name is Jason, as you already know. I'm 23 years old. I live in Villapinzón, Cundinamarca. I live 1.5 hours from Bogota. And today I had a hell of experience. I wanted to go for a walk, so I get out of home and I start walking when suddenly it started to rain a lot. It was raining cats and dogs. And yeah, I covered myself under a tree. Um, but it started to fall thunders. So yeah, I get pretty wet, but I had a good experience. And yeah, I've been doing the cleaning of the house all the day, and in this moment I'm resting a little because after this class I still have a lot of stuff to do.
Okay, that's good. Well, hopefully you won't get sick again and you won't lose your voice. So try to drink a lot of like teas and vitamin C.
Yeah, I have to be careful. Tomorrow tomorrow I restart my practices at the school, so I
All
gotta
right.
be 100% healthy and willing.
Mm-hmm. What grade are you going to teach tomorrow? Is it like high school or?
Yeah, well, tomorrow I'll be helping the teacher. They are going to practice a song um for the another English day because they have like two English days at the school. Um, and they are practicing it. It is ninth grade. I think I told you that I have a ninth grade that they are pretty
Mhm.
polite and they are pretty active in the English stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I will be helping them, I don't know, pronunciating the song or something. Even singing, more or less I know how to sing, so maybe I will be teaching them like, hey, let's do this and so on.
Well, that's good. That's good. Hopefully tomorrow will be a great day for you. Let me know how it goes. And yeah, thank you very much to all of you to participate. We are going to start with the goal. By the end of the session, you will be able to speak more confidently and clearly by practicing IELTS style speaking task. You will also learn how to give longer answers, use better vocabulary, and organize your ideas when you are talking about different types of topics. So, we are going to talk today about friends and trips and traveling. So, going to write your names and Carlos, right? I Yes, Carlos and Miro. Okay, so I'm going to let's play this game so that you guys would answer the questions. And yeah, after the person is chosen, that person can choose the answer that they want to, sorry, the question that they want to answer. So let's see who goes first. Jason. Okay, Jason. So congratulations, you are the winner. So which question do you want to answer?
I'm reading them, sorry.
Hmm. Take your time.
I like the third one. What do you usually do when you travel?
Okay. Jason, what do you usually do when you travel?
Okay, usually, um, whenever I am traveling, uh, either to the school, for example, when I have to walk, or to another town where I have to take the bus, or when I am in a holiday and I have to take another bus and so on. I try to enjoy the moment to watch it through the window. I don't like to use my cell phone when I'm in a car. Maybe when it is at night and I don't have anything to do. But if it is
Mhm.
during the day when there is sunlight, I like to watch the landscapes, the people that is there, the other cars and so on. And the same when I'm walking. Of course, I like to walk. So I just walk and look around what's going on here. The sounds, for example, as I was in the hill this afternoon, sorry, I
Mhm.
I listened to a bird and I was like, oh, beautiful bird. And then it started to rain and no bird. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like enjoy the moment. I don't like to take photos. I just like to watch with my eyes, even though they don't help me a lot. But yeah, that's
Mhm.
it.
That's very good. Thank you very much for answering. Um, what was the last time that you traveled to a different like city or country?
Oh my gosh, good question. I think it was this year. Some
Mm-hmm.
months ago, I went to Tunja. I don't know if you know Tunja, it's the capital city of Boyacá.
Mm-hmm. I do. I
Um,
love the empanadas there. There is a place that's I forgot. I think it's in downtown. I don't know, but those empanadas were amazing. Oh my God, I love them so much.
yeah, well, that day I just drank a coffee and I don't. Yeah, I also ate empanadas that day. And yeah, I like it. I like the weather. It's colder than where I'm living, that I'm currently living, but I love that city, and it is pretty tranquil. I mean, when you compare it to Bogota, oh my gosh, Bogota. I
Yes.
mean, I also like Bogota, but it's a lot of traffic and noises and so on. Instead, Tunja is calmer, so that's why I
Mm-hmm.
like that city so much.
That's true. I like Tunja too. I like the culture. I like the different things that they have that you can visit. I like the food. The weather was great. But sometimes it can be a little bit too cold. But yeah, I like it too a lot. Thank you, Jason, for answering this question. Now let's see who's the next one. Okay, Carlos.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, yes. So you have to choose one of these questions to answer, except this one. Choose a different one that is not this one that I
Okay.
highlight.
I try the first one. What's the best holiday you've ever had?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have a different holidays, but in this case, I chosen when I was in the Ecuador, the state of Esmeraldas. I went with my wife, only she and me. It was so beautiful landscape because the hotel there is my room of the hotel there is a beautiful view on the sea, and all time there is a different, se me olvidó la palabra en español, different eventos,
Mm-hmm.
different
Mm-hmm.
events. Maybe sometimes the people dancing salsa, and other time only you drink some beers or some wines. The meals over there was so delicious. All the time you can eat camarones or shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, different kind of meal in the of the sea. It
Mm-hmm.
was so special for me because I never had a holiday with my wife, only she and me. This was so it was so memorable for me.
That's good. What do you think about the food? What was your favorite Ecuadorian food?
Okay, in this case, I never ate pulpo. I don't know how to say pulpo in English.
Octopus?
Eh, octopus, right? Yeah, the
Uh-huh.
octopus. The over there, the chef is prepared with bacon asado. No sé cómo lo prepararía in some
Mm-hmm.
sauce. Oof,
Mm-hmm.
it was delicious. I don't know how to say that kind of the name of this meal, but it was so
Mm-hmm.
impressive. It's delicious.
Good. That's very good. Well, I'm glad that you had a great time in Ecuador. Thank you very much for answering. Now, Laura, what is the question that you're going to choose?
Hey, teacher. Well, I think that I will choose the question of do you have a close group of friends? Well,
Okay.
regarding the question. Unfortunately, I don't have any close group of friends because
Mhm.
I can see myself as a really isolated person. And whenever I want to travel, I don't have anybody that I can talk to. Well, I actually have some friends coming from high school or university
Mhm.
when I was doing the older bachelor, but unfortunately, we are no longer in contact anymore. However, I think that having a close group of friends that you can travel and you can share experiences is definitely memorable, and it's really important because from that you can have the opportunity to grow as a person. I particularly love when I have interactions with people and I have friends because you know that there is always something to learn from your friends, and you can also have great experiences. And whenever you're having a bad time, you can also request for advice, or that are there for you through thinking thin. And that's what I think, that it's really important to have a close group of friends. I know that I need to have them because I'm a little bit shy, and I know that sometimes it's difficult to overcome that. But having that opportunity to be with people will be a great way to overcome those situations when you feel nervous or you want to meet more people in life.
Thank you very much. I think that I'm kind of like you too. Um, I mean, I can be very social, but keep up relationship for me can be hard. I don't know why. Do you guys consider yourselves like you have a lot of friends, or you consider yourself like you have like a small group of friends?
In my case, I have a small one, but the pretty freaking sad thing is that they don't live where I live. So literally where I
Mm,
live, I'm almost alone. I mean, I have a friend, but yeah, it's difficult for us to speak and so on because she works. And even
mhm,
though she's doing the practices in the same school than me, we
mhm.
almost never see each other. So yeah, that's sad.
Oh, that's sad. I know. That happens to me too. Like, I feel that most of my close friends are in Colombia, and like creating new friendships in another country can be very hard. And I'm still struggling with that a little bit. Yeah. What about you, Carlos? What do you think? Do you have a big group of friends or a small group of friends?
I think I have a small group of friends because all the time I work in the army. The army is so difficult to do a big group here in the civilian life. It's hard maybe because all time you are looking around in different places of the Colombia. When you leave your home and enroll in the army, you lose all the friends. Maybe when you stay in the army, you have a good friend, but in this case, I'm a military retired, right? All the
Mhm,
people that I work in, they live in different part of the Colombia. It's difficult to have a good friends.
mhm. That's true. In your case, it's very difficult because you keep changing, right? Like the cities where you live, you keep like transferring to different cities, right?
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You have a good reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's hard. Well, thank you very much to all of you guys to answer these questions. As you know, this is a speaking session, so we have to speak a lot today. So hopefully you can take a sip of water and we can keep talking more about these topics. Um, okay, so the IELTS is like a type of exam that can help you to certify your English. And some teachers in a school, in universities, or even in this like company, I would say like academy, they use this type of speaking samples. Um, and this will help us to like get a little bit of how would I say it, like a context of like the possible pattern or like the possible behavior that the teacher that is going to give you the class will take. Lo diré no es en español. El IELTS es como un tipo de programa o certificación del inglés en donde los profesores utilizan este tipo de ejercicios para practicar, pero también al momento de tú hacer el examen van a hacer como este mismo procedimiento contigo. So what we are going to do today is that we are going to get into like the curriculum and get into like the process that teachers do when they are trying to take you a speaking exam. Laura, can you please help in me reading this paragraph? Carlos, no te preocupes, o sea, no pidas disculpas que para eso estamos, para practicar, no te preocupes. Em, Laura, tienes el micrófono apagado por si estás hablando.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, can you please help me reading this paragraph?
Oh, sure, teacher. This IELTS speaking sample has three parts with questions related to holidays topic. Remember that on the real test, you will get a mix of questions from different topics. But for educational reasons, we use thematic questions about holidays in this IELTS speaking sample. It's very beneficial to read IELTS speaking samples with answers and remember IELTS speaking vocabulary by topics.
Thank you very much. So yeah, the first part, oh my goodness, la lengua se me traba. The first part of this activity is that we are going to answer a mix of questions from different topics. Okay, so I'm going to choose you randomly and you are going to answer these questions. So let's pretend that we are in an exam and in the speaking session. And I'm going to give you 2 minutes to answer me these questions. But the questions that you have to answer is not like, yes, I do have friends. Yes, I like to travel. No, like try to like give me more information about it, give me like a long answer to it. Entonces lo que vamos a hacer es esto, es que vamos a pretender que estamos en un examen. em, a cada uno les voy a hacer una pregunta basándonos en el link, en el website que acabamos de ver. Voy a escogerlos así súper random. No se pongan nerviosos, yo realmente no hago esto para darles ansiedad, preocupación, estrés, ¿no? Sino que es netamente para nosotros practicar y para que ustedes se hagan una idea de cómo van a ser los exámenes y cómo los profesores son estrictos en, primero, que ustedes respondan lo que se les está preguntando, que no le den tantas vueltas a la pregunta, pero que den una respuesta completa. No es como que Jason ha sido a, no sé, a Estados Unidos y Jason dice no y ya. No, es como que no he ido a Estados Unidos, pero me gustaría ir, me gustaría visitar a tal y tal y tal y tal. Sería una buena oportunidad que yo pudiera ir y conocer bla, 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 bla. ¿Sí me hago entender? Um, so that's what we are going to do right now. Can you guys listen to me well or am I breaking up?
In my case, I listen to you pretty well, I would say.
Okay. Okay. Well, hopefully your internet can get fixed, Laura. Just let me know, okay? Okay, so I'll give you 2 minutes per um Ay, no, Dios mío. Eh, les daré 2 minutos para que respondan las preguntas que vamos a ver. Okay, so Carlos, how often do you see your friends? Okay, so that's going to be your question. How often do you see your friends? So try to give me an answer in 2 minutes, okay? Are you ready to start the timer?
Okay, I'll try, Miss.
Okay, perfect. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I visited my friend every weekend, maybe doing some meal baked, and drink some beer, speaking of your family, have a hang out with a good time with them. Uh, all the time speaking with, hey, hello, how you doing? How was your weekend? How was your family? It's a good experience for me because I have a small friends. No, it's not small friend. No, it's a little friends, but my group of friends are good. I think is. Tengo que hablar todos los 2 minutos, profe.
Sí puedes, pero bueno,
Okay.
pasémoslo. De pronto las preguntas son muy, o sea, está siendo como muy específica, de pronto no puedes hablar por 2 minutos, de pronto
Ujú.
reduzcámoslo a 1 minuto, que prácticamente pues ya lo hiciste, entonces súper bien.
Okay.
Eh, sí, prácticamente cuando a uno le hacen este tipo de exámenes es como que te dan un timer, como que en 2 minutos respóndame tal pregunta, pero obviamente lo hacen de una manera como más seria, como lea este artículo y en base a este artículo dígame usted qué piensa de esto, entonces como que tienes más palabras y opiniones para hacer, pero de pronto esas preguntas son muy específicas y corticas, entonces 1 minuto siento que está más que bien. Entonces, muy bien, Carlos, lo hiciste excelente.
Gracias.
Okay, now, dun, 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 dun. Jason, is there anything special about your friends? And what is that special thing?
Okay, so
Listo.
yes, of course. I have two friends, Daniel and Juan Pablo. What is special about them? Um, Whenever I want to went out with them, yes, whenever I want to go out with them, I I know that I'm not going to do anything bad because sometimes, yeah, friends, beer, uh, addictions, etc. But in this case, no. When I go out with them, we say we agree on going jogging or going hiking and so on. And another thing, another friend I have, she's called Diana, and I really like her, because we start to laugh about anything. We speak about anything, so yeah, I can talk with her about many things.
There you go. Good job. Thank you very much, Jason. After we're done with these questions, we will review what you guys think about this activity. Okay, let's see. Laura, are you there?
Yes, teacher. Can you hear
Okay.
me? I would like to apologize if you hear me breaking.
No, it's okay. I hear you very well. Don't worry. So, Laura, can you please answer this question? Do you have a lot of friends in 60 seconds?
Sure, teacher.
Okay. And now.
Okay, teacher, regarding the question, I don't have many friends, unfortunately. I remember that I even can see myself more introverted and isolated back in the days because when I was around 8 to 9 years old, I remember that I was crazy about having friends. I have a lot of relationships that sometimes I went with my neighbors to play dolls, or we had like different sections to play video games together. But currently, I feel like because of the schedule and the occupations that I have to study and work, I have to remain at home all the times. And that's why I don't have like the opportunity to be with people. But if I have the opportunity, I will absolutely go to different places to have new friendships because friends are really important for us to keep growing and improving as a person.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, guys, now I want to ask you, how did you feel with this type of activity?
Teacher, I felt a little bit nervous.
Okay, nervous. Okay, Carlos is writing. Jason, what do you think? Like, do you think that like maybe having the timer gives you more anxiety and stress? Viendo como el cronómetro como que les da más ansiedad y más estrés de responder, ¿qué piensan?
Yes, I think you noticed that. To went. You always.
I noticed that all of you, I mean, no me estoy burlando de ustedes, obviamente, porque soy una también, but I don't know why the human, when they see like a timer or something, or when a person put you like a limit of something, you freak out, or like we freak out, como que nos bloqueamos, y como que nuestro inglés no fluye. It's very challenging, yeah, but what I want with these types of activities, with the timer, because this is exam preparation, and like, honestly, this is what you're going to face when you're going to take these exams. The teacher with the TOEFL, with all the certification, English certification exams, they are not going to be, ay, Laura, take all the time that you want to complete this. Take all this, you know what? Keep trying. Say it again. I will give you another opportunity. No. They will be like, okay, you have 2 minutes to answer this question. You have to answer me this question. You can like give me too much information. Just be very specific with the answer, and that's it. And they will give you just one chance, one opportunity. And they will put you the timer. So, lo que quiero como que de pronto practicar con ustedes hoy es como, bueno, primero, la fluidez que tenemos con el inglés en el momento en que nos ponen presión. Porque en estos escenarios, ahorita estamos, bueno, practicando y eso, pero como que cuando realmente ustedes empiecen a prepararse para tomar este examen, va a ser mucha la presión, chicos, porque van a ser como que, Carlos, hágalo en un minuto. O por ejemplo, bueno, el speaking para mí siento que no sería tan difícil, pero el writing, cuando te piden escribir un ensayo en 20 minutos, yo me vuelvo loca. Yo me volvería loca. Pero siento que, exacto, y cuando uno está tomando un examen, el tiempo mágicamente empieza a pasar súper rápido. Entonces creo que este time management practice, it will help us a lot with our speaking, listening, writing, and reading. So that's why in these exam preparation sessions, I wanted to like practice and get better with the pressure that we have with timing. So we will keep doing it, but I want you guys to like relax a little bit. Sí, muchísima ansiedad, but like try to deal with it. Try to face the reality and deal with it. And like, yeah, we will keep doing it. We have 20 minutes left, so we will go with the second part. So let's see. Now it's going to be a little bit harder, I will say. Now, what we are going to do is that each of you, I will give you 3 minutes to think about your answer. But actually, let's do this. I think this with this topic you can talk a little bit more. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes to think what you are going to say. So in those 3 minutes, you have to find an answer of this. You have to prepare a monologue. So you have to describe a tourist attraction that you have visited in the past. What do you have to say in your speaking? You have to say when did you visit it, where is this situated, and who you went with. But not just answer this, but give more context about it. Why did you go there? How did you feel there? But mainly answer these three things, ¿ok? ¿Tiene sentido? Lo que vamos a hacer es que vamos a preparar un monólogo y lo que vamos a hacer es que vamos a describir una atracción turística que ustedes ya visitaron. Van a responder estas tres preguntas, pero no solo me van a hablar respondiéndome estas tres preguntas, sino que denme contexto de, no, y yo fui en el año tal, y fui con mi familia, y la pasé muy chévere, yo me sentí súper chévere, y comí tal y tal y tal. Denme más contexto sobre la información que ustedes o el mensaje que quieren dar, pero principalmente respondiéndome estas tres preguntas. Entonces, a las 3:43 voy a hacerlo súper random, voy a empezar a llamar a el que sea para que me den la respuesta de esto. Y el timing sería de 2 minutos, porque de pronto siento que es un poco más extenso, pero igual si lo hacen menos de 2 minutos, pues también está bien. Pero pues lo ideal sería que duren 2 minutos hablando de esto. ¿Es it clear, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So give you a couple of minutes. Okay, so we are going to start. Yeah, so we are going to start with we're going to start with Laura. Laura, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so please. Ay, ¿qué es esto? One second. One second more. Please describe a tourist attraction you once visited, starting now.
Thank you for asking, teacher. I might say that since I consider myself like a travel lover, one of the destinations that I never forget is the time that I traveled with my mother to Panama. The first thing, it was something that we did because we wanted to request a visa application. And you know that when you request the US visa, they normally take a look at your properties, your background, if you had traveled to other countries or not. And I remember that my mother did it because it was for convenience. We wanted to have that information in our passports. But more than that, I would say that it was an amazing opportunity that I always have on my memory because it was the first time that I traveled to other country besides Colombia. And you know that I had a mix of feelings. At first, I was feeling really nervous because when I went on the airplane, I remember that I had like all these negative thoughts that probably something could happen. And you know that I get that nervous when I travel by airplane. But also, it was like a process full of great opportunities to meet people. I remember that when we were at the hotel, we did a couple of activities. One of those activities was to go to the beach, take some photographs, do some meditation. And I remember that we discovered other places, and the hotel was full of people that were kind, and sometimes they gave us a lot of food. And it was situated near the Panada Canal. I went only with my mother, but we also wanted to have our brothers there. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it because it was a little bit expensive, but it was a fantastic experience.
Oh, good job. Very good time management. Very good job. You answered everything. You were very direct, but also gave a little bit of context. So very good, Laura. Okay, now we're going to go with Jason. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher, sure.
Okay, great. Ready? One, two, three.
Well, a trip that I wouldn't forget is when I went to Chiquinquirá. It is located in the Boyacá department here in Colombia. It is like 4 hours from where I live. Back in the
Mhm.
day, it was in like 2 years ago. I went with a relative. We rent a car and we were there. It was my mom, her spouse, and one of my cousins. We went there because things of Catholic tradition, because it is usually common to a Catholic to get there as a pilgrimage. So we went there, even though I'm not Catholic. But the trip was
Mhm.
okay because as we were in a car, so we have all the, let's say, advantages. If we wanted to stop and do something, we would. And then after the mass and the lunch, we get to another municipality called Villa de Leyva. And I think that was the most that I like about it because Villa de Leyva is a national patrimony. So it has this kind of stylistic houses with this old colonial style. And it is okay because it looks ancient, even though it is not that ancient. And
Mhm.
another interesting thing about that trip is that it was I was on the rear of the car. Okay, it was not a car. It is this kind of car that has two lines of seats and another part for like other things, and I was there because the space wasn't enough for me.
Okay. Thank you very much. You did a very good job, Jason. But at the end, I think that you were kind of struggling finding like to put more information in the 2 minutes, which is completely understandable. But you did very good job. So thank you very much. Um, Now, Carlos, it's your time. Are you ready?
Sure, miss.
Okay, ready? One, two, three.
Okay, I was choosing like a military attach. I was in the uh, peninsula, Egypt Peninsula. I work over there in different countries in the Middle East, in the Middle Eastern countries. But when I was holidays over there, around 18 years maybe, I was in. I forget. I never forget when I visited the Pyramid of Giza. It was so beautiful experience for me. You know, this is the seven miracles of the world. It was a different experience, maybe because I love the history. I in that place, the native people speaking different languages like an Italian, Russian, and English. It was a good experience for me to to practice my English over there. That pyramid of Giza is situated in the east of the Cairo city, and I stay over there with a different partners of my military attachment because there is all the people went with me are soldiers, corporal, lieutenant, colonels, and it was a good experience to stay over there. And all other thing I forget mentioning is the driving quadrimotos in the desert. It was so beautiful experience, and maybe take a lot of kind of different photos, doing some people in the other country, like a Russian, Ukrainian people. It was a good experience for me. Thank you.
Very good. Very good time management. The idea and the 3 points that I want you to answer, you did answer. So that was great. Thank you very much. Thank you to all of you guys to participate of this speaking activity. I had another activity, but because of time, we can do it. But I want you to explain that usually in these types of exams, what they do is that they do role play. So there will be like the other activity that I have planned is like two friends that they haven't met in a while, they accidentally met in a coffee shop and they start catching up about like what have they been doing in the last 5 years, what have they done with their lives, are they married, they're not married, they have kids, they don't have kids. So pretty much what the teacher is going to tell you, like, okay, Carlos, you are going to pretend that you haven't seen Jason in 5 years. You're going to ask him questions about his life. Jason is going to ask Carlos about his life to catch up, to get updates of both of their lives. And that's it. That is one common one. Another common one is like a role play in a job interview. So Jason will be the boss, Laura will be the person that is applying for the job. So those kind of things, they might seem like a little bit easy, but they can be very harsh on you when they are like qualifying you, you know? Like I remember I take like one of those exams, un simulacro de esos exámenes, and I remember in one sentence I didn't say it's raining or something. I said it's raining, but I didn't say it's raining, but just is. And they noticed that and they like out of like 100, they dropped my grade until like 91, which I think it was a lot for just one mistake. But I wanted to let you know guys about that. That's like another possible activity that they will ask you to do. Do you have any question, guys? Any suggestion, any comment about it?
Hi, teacher. I think the class it was so interesting for me because my process learning of English is a middle rare because I am learning by my own all the time when I go patrolling in the jungle. I never have a teacher only when I start to study at the university. But you know at the university is not good for learn English, real learning
Mm-hmm.
English. And for me, these kind of exercise are good. And I may maybe in the rundown, I try to attach in other class like yours.
Thank you very much, Carlos. Yeah, I hope to see you again in another opportunity. It was very nice to meet you, and I'm glad that this class was helpful for you. I'm glad to listen that. Yes, Laura?
Thank you, teacher. I might say that I really loved today's class because I found it really helpful and effective for my speaking. There are times where I try to express my ideas and then I forget vocabulary. I think that is because there's still a lot to learn and we have many things to improve, to work. And also because when it comes to shyness, you know that speaking in public is something that we need to overcome. We need to keep working. And that's what I think that it's really effective to have these exercises because in that way we can have ideas about different situations. We can also have context. We can express ideas in different forms. And I think that it might be really challenging, but at the same time, it's a great opportunity to learn and to improve our speaking skills. And I would like to thank you for today's class. It was really amazing. And also my classmates, I really enjoyed it.
Thank you very much, Laura. I'm glad that you like it. Diré esto en español. Creo que es importante en estas sesiones de exam preparation que los profesores también le enseñen a los estudiantes a lidiar con la presión y también con algo que mencionó Laura, que es el hablar en público. Porque obviamente al tú hablar con tu profesor personalmente, vas a sentir presión, pero no tanta. Pero cuando todo un salón te está mirando, esperando a que tú des información o expongas, el nivel de ansiedad y de estrés puede ser heavy. Am, es algo que a mí me gustaría muchísimo practicar, obviamente, em, en otros escenarios, porque de pronto en este ambiente de la comunidad virtual estamos como muy limitados, pero sí siento que como profesora, siento que me encantaría ayudar a los estudiantes a perder ese miedo de hablar y equivocarse, pero eso solo se hace como que enfrentándose a la realidad. Y por ejemplo, poniéndoles esta presión de em, el tiempo y me voy a enredar y ay, ¿qué estaba haciendo? Y como que miro el tiempo y no estoy respondiendo. Eso es algo que nos tenemos que enfrentar para lidiar con eso. Si no lo practicamos, pues nunca vamos a mejorar en eso. Y pues no es chévere practicar eso a las malas, sino como que realmente practicándolo como un profesor que realmente te quiere ayudar a hacer hablar fluido, no solo gramaticalmente de una manera correcta, pero también que te fluya y que pues sientas seguridad en ti mismo y que las personas reciban el mensaje que estás queriendo decir de una manera positiva y asertiva. Entonces, me alegra, chicos, espero verlos. Sí, yo también. Hay veces que cuando estaba aprendiendo inglés, que me ponían en exposiciones, yo me ponía amarilla. Yo decía, mi mamá va a morir más allá. Pero, o sea, no fue que me tocó hacerlo muchas veces hasta que ya me tocó pretender que me gustaba y ahora me gusta hablar en público, pero sí es algo que uno debe practicar con los profesores, el hablar en público y el hablar bajo presión en inglés, que es otro nivel. Um, but yeah, guys, I sent the attendance link on the chat, so you can fill the attendance. Do you have any more questions or anything else to say?
I wanted to thank you because I don't remember the last time I did something like this. I, but I'll tell you something, and it is every time that you do this and do this and do this, you will become more aware of this. Because I remember, sorry about this, I remember I took like how can I say, a course of this exam, and back in that day, like 4 years ago, oh my gosh, I spoke a lot. But nowadays, as I haven't done this in that way,
Mhm,
because sometimes we also have to know that if you want to do an exam, you have to practice double time or double rounds or whatever. When you have to do an exam, you have to practice a lot and you have to be prepared for that exam. So that's why maybe we
mhm,
are a little, or at least I am a little, um, how can I say, I'm a little nervous and so on. But I
mhm.
remember I was better with this. So this is a little disappointing for me. but it's okay. Whenever I want to again study for an exam, I'm pretty sure I will become another.
Yeah, and you did a good job, Jason. I don't want you to feel discouraged about it. You did a good job. It's just like it's normal that when we see a timer, it gives you more stress. It's like very natural. But because we don't see it that often, we don't feel that pressure. So we are not used to that. But I'm pretty sure that you will get better with this because you have a really good level of English. So you will be good. Yes, Carlos, do you want to say something or?
Yes, teacher, I don't know how to answer this question. It's student level, language level.
Mhm.
What answer that I choose? A1,
Oh,
A2.
C1. This is a C1 level.
Wow, this is a high level.
Mm-hmm. Sí, C1 level.
Okay. Sofia Moreno. Okay, teacher, thank you.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, guys, if there is nothing else, it was a pleasure to have you here. Nuevamente les pido disculpas, se me olvidó que era festivo y preciso viajé todas las clases para hoy. But I really appreciate that you guys were here with me. And yeah, if you have any question about whatever, you can text me. And that will be it for the class. I hope you have a great afternoon. I hope you can finish your homework and do all the tasks and chores that you have to do.
Thanks, teacher, and thanks, mates, for being here. And yeah, bye there and have a nice one.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Hope to see
teacher.
you soon.
God
Bye
bless you.
bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye bye.